Welcome to our video guide for setting up new Apple computers that adhere to CU Boulder's Secure Computing Standard. In this video, you'll see the full setup experience from start to finish so you know what to expect starting from when you first turn on your new computer all the way through logging in and getting your applications installed. This process can take as little as 20 minutes or up to over an hour depending on your network connection and applications, so make sure you have plenty of time to go through this process. While we're going to show the full setup process, we won't be going through the setup of all preferred settings, so please note that it may take a little extra time to get everything set up as you like it. Computers should be set up by the user assigned to that particular device, not an IT professional. You'll be prompted to sign in with your Identikey username and password, which you obviously shouldn't be sharing with anybody. Finally, for more information about secure computing, including a step-by-step tutorial on this process, visit OIT's website, oit.colorado.edu/secure-computing. Before we jump into the setup video, let's go over a few tips to help you prepare to set up your new computer. First off, unbox your device and remove any excess packaging. Plug in the provided charger and connect it to your computer. If it looks a little different than you're used to, double-check the manufacturer's instructions to make sure you have things set up properly. If you're replacing a device, we recommend keeping your existing computer as is. This way you can still use it if things aren't working properly or if this setup takes longer than you're expecting. Finally, check that your Wi-Fi is working and that you know your password if you're off campus. Alternatively, plug in an Ethernet cable if you prefer a wired connection. If you need help at any time, contact your IT support professional for assistance or visit oit.colorado.edu/support to open a case with DDS or BuffTex. Now let's get started with the actual setup process. After you hit the power button on the top right-hand corner of your keyboard, you'll see this screen which says hello. Then you'll be prompted to select your language preference. It should default to English, and it should also default to the United States as your country or region, which will be the next screen we see. And if that's correct, you can click Continue. If you require any accessibility settings, you can set them up now or click Not Now to skip. Then, if using a wireless connection, select your Wi-Fi network and enter the password. Then click Continue to connect. If you're using a wired connection, you won't be prompted to connect to Wi-Fi and we'll just skip to the next step. Now you'll be prompted to enroll in the University of Colorado Boulder's remote management process. After you click Enroll, the remote management screen will display messages informing you that your device is connecting to casper.colorado.edu and installing various profiles and applications required of a secure computing device. This process should only take a minute or two. As you can see on the screen, it's kind of cascading through various servers and profiles to set up the computer. You can also click that link that says Learn More about remote management, or you can visit our website to learn more about secure computing. As this wraps up, you'll be prompted to accept Apple's data and privacy agreement and to enable location services. Make sure to enable location and then click Continue. It's required for 911 services and Microsoft Teams calls, and to set the correct time zone settings for security updates. Apple Setup Assistant will complete for now and bring you to the new Jamf Connect login screen. Logging in here with your Identikey credentials ties this computer to your CU Boulder profile. So type in your Identikey@colorado.edu email address, click Next, then enter your Identikey password. You may be prompted at this point to confirm your identity with Microsoft Multi-Factor Authentication. Microsoft MFA sends you either a push notification or a text message to authenticate. You can visit oit.colorado.edu/MFA for instructions on updating those preferences. Next, you'll be prompted to set up any accessibility settings you'd like, or you can click Not Now to skip. Then you'll be asked to agree to Apple's data and privacy agreement one more time. And then you'll be prompted to customize the look of your apps and menus. You can select light, dark, or auto, but you can always change this in system settings. When you reach your desktop, the Setup Your Mac screen will open and ask you to confirm your Identikey username, and for DDS customers, your department. If your department isn't listed, choose Other. Then click OK to agree to the Microsoft Auto Update notice if that pops up. And then the computer will encrypt the drive and begin installing applications that all secure computers have included by default. You'll want to wait to do anything else using this computer until these apps are fully installed. This will take a few minutes, and you'll see a big green check mark and a close button appear when the system is finished. You can go ahead and skip ahead about 5 minutes in this video, or you can sit and watch these apps get installed and kind of vibe to our background music. There's that big check mark I mentioned, and you'll see Ralphie has clicked the close button to be returned to the desktop to finish the setup process. Here you'll be prompted to activate your Microsoft Office license. You won't be able to send or receive email or save documents using this device until you activate it, so click OK to continue. And after a few moments, Outlook will open automatically to get you all set up. When Microsoft Outlook opens, enter your identikey@colorado.edu email address and click Continue. You'll want to select Work or School Account if prompted. Then you'll sign into the single sign-on window using your identikey password and click Next. You may be prompted at this point to confirm your identity with Microsoft MFA, which I mentioned earlier in the video. Again, you can visit oit.colorado.edu/MFA to learn more. Click Done to agree to privacy settings, and feel free to personalize your Outlook app as you'd like at this point. Next, you'll be prompted to set up Microsoft OneDrive to begin automatically syncing your files on your new device. Since you already signed into Microsoft, it will start this process in the background, which is why that dialog box disappeared and Ralphie was taken back to Outlook. After a few moments, OneDrive will open and prompt you to confirm your identikey@colorado.edu email address. Click Sign In and then select Work or School Account if prompted, and then just follow the prompts in OneDrive to complete the setup of your device. After you've signed into OneDrive, you'll be notified of the additional software and settings being installed in the background in this dialog box that pops up, but you shouldn't need to set anything else up and can begin using your device. Finally, if there's an application that you're expecting to see on your device after setup, check the self-service application, which is that CU logo in Ralphie's dock at the bottom of the screen. Self-service is an on-demand software catalog available for both PC and Mac platforms at CU Boulder. The software available through the catalog has been verified by OIT, and anything in it can be installed with just a couple of clicks and without having to make a request to a DDS technician or your department IT professional. If self-service doesn't show up in your dock, it may be on your desktop, applications folder, or you can search for it. When all the applications have finished installing, you'll get a notification in the top right-hand corner of your screen. If you have any questions about this setup process or secure computing, please visit our website, oit.colorado.edu. Thanks for watching.